Welcome back. It's your boys Caps and Flacco.
Booyaka, booyaka.
We are here currently not to specifically pick out an album or a project by the music. This is our mid-year album shout out to those that possibly been slept on.
Yes, or we didn't, unfortunately, when we launched this channel, we did not have the time to really delve into. These are albums that we listened to personally, but we did not get the opportunity because of the influx of the way music has been, you know,
because supposedly hip hop is dead.
Oh yeah, of course. You didn't know that?
Like,
of course,
but it's been coming. It just keeps.
There are certain albums, unfortunately, we have to cater to more. Not that we haven't listened to these other projects that we're about to list. So instead of giving you the halfway mark, we're gonna give you a halfway mark of the albums that we didn't get to highlight that are worthy of review, pretty much. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna list 5, and my little bro Flock is gonna list 5. So we're gonna do a little speed round back and forth. So I'm gonna start it off. Book of Ryan, Royce the 5'9". To me, I think up until this point, it is, if it is not, it is one of the albums of the year, period. I would give it a 5 out of 5. Lyrics, beats, the content, the arrangement, I think it was just a superb job. I enjoyed the features on it. I enjoyed the storytelling aspect of how he basically just talked about himself, his life up to this point. And all the devices that were part of his life, all the pluses that were part of his life, and the things that made him who he was. So that to me is a 5.
Book of Ryan was a truly blessing for this year, 2018, for hip hop. I can't argue with that. I can't and I won't.
Yeah, I believe it's a standard bearer for like us going forward. Like, to be honest, I really feel like it was because a wordsmith like him, and he's had some inconsistencies with his albums, but I always felt like he's always a proficient spitter. And this was like his Purple Tape. This is like his Me Against the World. It was his Ready to Die. It was his Reasonable Doubt. You know what I mean? Like, it was that type of piece of work, and it was just an amazing. My second, and this is no order.
Ain't nothing on top of 5, but
no,
alright,
nothing on top of 5. Shout out to Brooklyn's own.
Oh, Skyzoo,
aka Skyzoo, the writer. In my opinion, he has been holding down New York for at least 8 years. In my opinion, he's the king of New York. I know there's some other people that are throwing that name around on themselves, but catalog from like the Salvation album to the Corner Store album to The Great Debater to Theo versus JJ to Music for My Friends to the Peddler's Theme, and then now he had the Celebration of Us album.
Which was fucking amazing.
I thought it was one of the dopest joints out there. I also give this one a 5. It was one of the best listens of the year. That's
probably one of my favorites, man.
This man just continues to push that envelope and still sticks to, you know, with all the climate and everybody trying to get the notoriety, like, I feel like he has a way of just sticking to what he does best. And he's just improved.
I love how he stays in that pocket and he sticks with that New York swag, flow, delivery. Like, he's not jumping on any type of wave. But then it's about them lyrics, it's about the delivery, it's about the storytelling, and Skyzoo, like no other, is so consistent.
My next album was August Green. That project with Common, Robert Glasper. If y'all don't know jazz, Robert Glasper is an amazing pianist. He plays multiple instruments.
That was tough.
It's an incredible album. To me, Common is one of the dopest MCs to ever fucking touch a mic or bless a pen with a paper or a pencil and or a Sharpie and a light bill, like Skyzoo say, you know. But he's been doing it at a consistently high level for such a long time. And to me, that marriage of the two of them was dope. It was kind of like his little run-ins with the Roots, you know. Like, it's kind of like that, the instrumentation, and
that's during the time when Common's been running around with that mustache too.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's movie related. Wait, right. But yo, it doesn't. That did not like hinder his bars. Thank God.
One Day It'll All Make Sense. He had the Resurrection album before that. Borrow $1 when he was Common Sense. Like Water for Chocolate.
Yep. One of mine.
One of your favorite. That's always one of your favorite albums. You know what I'm saying? The B album.
Yep.
Finding Forever. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just an amazing MC, and he's put in a tremendous body of work, and he's so for the culture, and he's always out there being a voice for us as people of color.
True.
You know what I mean? And
True that.
you know, some folks, they take that by the horns.
And he did it.
Some don't, but he's one of those guys that has. So shout out to Common, one of my favorite MCs of all time.
Seriously.
My fourth joint, gotta go out to Nipsey Hussle. Victory Lap.
Okay.
Top to bottom, one of the best listens of the year. I also give it a 4.5. I thought the features were great. I thought the structure could have been a little better, but it's kind of relevant of how the Carter's album is as a listen. Like, it's just enjoyable.
So, single heavy.
Right. No, but like,
But I mean, quality in the single, but like not
opposite,
an
because there
album.
aren't really a lot of per se singles. It's just song after song after song after song after song are dope. I wouldn't even compare it to the Cars. I might compare it to the J-Rock album.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
not necessarily right.
It's just
I hear you.
incredible bars, good message behind it. Yeah, he's a beast, man. Yo, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man.
Stop slapping people at the BET Awards.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't gotta be a thug like that. Like, I mean, some people ain't about that.
Don't you drive up in there like moving a cone or whatever? Like, Jesus Christ. Jeez.
No, but you want to know what though? I gotta give him respect, because that man again is on the other side of the country, and that dude is bringing serious substance.
Absolutely.
At every corner. I give that album again a 4.5. I thought it was an amazing. I thought it was an amazing joint. It's a definite listen for anybody. Up until we started doing the show, I kind of thought like that was like, oh shit, this is where everybody gotta kind of like compare. I know there's like some gatekeepers and everybody compares their work to them, but it's kind of like those like, yo, if you don't come with your shit, like it's not gonna be, you know, you're not gonna be mentioned in that class. So. And then my fifth, I always gotta shout out the homie, DJ Premier. Royce, you a bad man. You've collectively had one of the best years of any artist in a calendar year. That Prime 2 was awesome. It was awesome, man.
Banging.
It was awesome.
Banging.
You know what I'm saying?
Prom,
like
the first Prom, the original Prom was fire.
Oh my goodness. I think I don't, you know what? I kind of like, I don't like to compare like the one from the other, but like I kind of thought it was like a dope transition from what Prime album
Original.
was to like what Prime 2 is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like the features that they used, I remember reading about it. I'm like, yo, they really got fucking 2 Chainz on the joint. They got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how's this gonna work? And it did, bro. Like, you guys hit home, man. Like, y'all hit home. Like, the beats, the scratches. I mean, it's stuff that, as a listener of hip hop, you're from New York, man. Like, that's something that's missing. That element with the DJ being there, knowing when to plug the artist in when he's up there. I can't even imagine how that show's gonna look like when they come to NY. But Royce's bars and Primo's was dope. I give it a 4.5. One of the best listens you can have in a year. It's a possible 5. I mean, but like comparing that to like the other pieces of work that I had, I just thought that some of those were better, complete bodies of work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but I'm one of the hugest Primo fans. Shout out to Primo. Shout out to Royce. You guys are definitely your energy, the way you guys collaborate and come together with your concepts, with it's nothing but flaw. It's nothing but enjoyable hip hop music, man, for motherfuckers our age.
Hey, check them. I wish we had the time.
Yes.
But reality, we don't. We're at the halfway mark. And
things happen.
We're following suit with the rest of YouTube. Everybody doing their halfway, so we gotta do our halfway, and we're gonna try to just stay up on it from here on out.
You already know.
Right? So now I'm gonna give you mine. Boom. For my picks, I'm starting out. I'm going based on release So this was the first one on January, early January, probably like the second week. Apologies in Advance by Sylvian LaCure. Like, yo, it was one of them things like where I'm not to sit there like, oh, I knew of him from Jump Street. It was more like I'm one of them seekers that looking up and who's the first hip hop album to drop.
Right.
And he was for the new year, and that was it. And I heard it, and I mean, how deep he gets into just the mental, emotional state of just humanity in itself. Not to mention just like all the other bullshit, but I mean, just like, listen, like how in depth he gets into certain things, and just, it's like what, 20 tracks. It's deep, but yo, his lyrics, them beats on this thing, it's so slept on. I'm telling you, like, believe me when I say you gotta give this shit a listen.
It's a hit home type of listen, bro. Yeah. Honestly, because he is talking about a lot of stuff. He's talking about a lot of mental health stuff. He's talking about the vices that kind of like
not like when you talk about that mental health, I'm not sitting there and saying like on some Kanye that realized just yesterday that perhaps he may be like, nah, it's fucking deep, like genuine, like not that Hollywood shit, but like, yo, knee deep, grassroots, like, yo, suffering from things and trying to live a normal life, wanting to live a normal life, you know, and none of this, you're a success and now the success is your problem, you know, like, nah,
I hear that.
Genuinely, like, you grew up on some fucked up shit and
this is what it is,
trying to be a better person.
Sure. Instrumentation was dope. The beats were great.
Yep.
I thought that was actually one of the most slept on albums this year as well.
Telling you, man.
You know what I mean? What do you give that?
I gotta give it. So I'm gonna give it like a 4. I'm tough with my. I'm tough.
Young Flock is tough with his. I feel like I'm tough with mine too, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? In a different way. But this might be one of those that if you listen to it at the year-end wrap-up, and we try to like, we'll chop down what we think is the album of the year. This will definitely be one of the ones that will be talked about. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I definitely agree with that. It's got to be between a 4 and a 4.5. Yep. Actually, absolutely. It could be more, but at the initial couple of listens,
down, let it play. It might, you know, and especially for you, especially if it hits for you. You know, I can see somebody saying you're crazy. This is a 5+, but it's one thing that we could all agree on is that it's slept on.
Absolutely.
So this is what we're here for, to like really push these artists. The next one I got is Fonte. No news is good news. This dropped in for March.
Unbelievable listen, bro.
Let me tell you, man. Wow.
This is a great listen, man.
It's only 10 tracks, and if this is one of them things that leave you wanting more. But I'm gonna tell you, be honest, like what he gives you within these 10, you'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? And it'll keep you coming back for more. Truly enjoy this thing from top to bottom. It's a dope ass.
It's a cool listen, man.
It's a dope music, man. Because I know. Listen, we've been sticklers for this, so it's in that cusp of an album EP type thing, and I guess technically through the length of time, it's an EP, but it's so amazing, and how he put this shit together. I'm calling this an album, but with the time constraints, like, you know,
he gave us double digits, bro.
Yeah, man.
Why can nobody else do that?
And once again, I want to give this a 4. Like, yo, I'm a big fan of those that open up their personal struggles. You know, and like the real like those family values, the dramas of like what goes
just
on
everyday stuff.
Like, yeah,
being an adult, being a grown man. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I could not agree more.
Once again, like with this, I'm also going to give it a 4 too. Truly loved it. I've been bumping this since it dropped in March, I believe.
It's been dope, man.
It's just a dope
year, man.
So annoying that we were not able to like focus on it and pick our joints. But like, you know, we started this shit late. I'm sorry.
Listen, we started a little late, man. We apologize.
Started at the halfway mark. But hold up.
Yeah. So when it comes to Fonte, I'm very biased. Because I ever since his little brother days, he was always there was something dynamic about him I always felt. And I definitely agree with your saying. I think that towards the end of the year, this is also one of the ones that will be in when we're cutting the fat.
Album of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Project of the year.
Project of the year. Absolutely.
I hear you. All right. So next, another track that dropped in April. Like, I'm doing it chronologically. It was Saba. It was Saba Care for Me. I got wind of this late, so I didn't. Not to say I got on April, but I remember Saba's joint, the Bucket List Project, which I listened to years before or year after, whatever, year before that, whenever it dropped. But this, in comparison, man, I'm telling you, tracks like Life, Broken Girls, Fighter, Gray, Prom. This goes on and on, all for the 10 tracks. Like, I mean, this was truly dope, and I caught to it late, but better late than never.
Better late than never. I hope everybody got their pen and paper down. They're taking this list down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is public record because it is on YouTube.
I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was about to say.
We dropping some jewels on you today. What do you rate it?
That's like a 4 or 5 to me. Like, yo, I truly, I was blown away by that. So that definitely gets a 4 or 5 to me. And like, we both agreed on this one. Was Nick Grant.
Unbelievable, bro.
Dreaming Out Loud. Dreaming Out Loud dropped, I believe, in April.
Shout out to that young man, Nick Grant,
listen,
man. You are Caps and Flacco approved artist, bro.
Personally, bro, for me, like tracks like Father Figure, which
amazing.
I'm not even getting that. If you follow us on Caps and Flacco, you ain't gotta get to know me. Like, you know, if you do, God bless. But whatever, you know me. You know, 96 Bulls. We all know that was the main single off this joint. The list goes on. Black Woman.
That's a great
Gentleman
song.
Paradise. Lincoln's Play. Like, yo, this project. I'm gonna say about like a complete album, start to finish. 14 tracks. What we have here, it's over 50 minutes long.
I don't even think there's any holes, man.
There ain't none. There ain't none.
I really do.
There ain't none. And wow, this was like one of those blessings that you never anticipated. I didn't know of Nick Grant up until this year when you put me on to 96 Bulls.
Yo, shout out to my brother, Carrie Height, who put me on to Nick Grant. That young man is a problem, bro. He's fucking
serious,
unbelievable.
But last but not least,
hold on. What do you?
Oh no, that thing. Another 4 or 5. Another 4 or 5. Like,
that's a great
and here's the thing too, because when we started this project, this was what we were supposed to do, was to like push these artists, and unfortunately, we gotta pigeonhole them in this.
Well, it's not even, I wouldn't even say that. I just think that like the way music is consumed now, it's very difficult for us to be able to put them all out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We will.
No, we will eventually. Absolutely. I mean, I think that's why we break down the format the way we do. We like to bring the connect the dots aspect of it, and we also like to bring somebody on the tail end. Actually, 96 Bulls was our first spoon-fed and seekers.
Yeah.
So you know, like it's kind of, we do throw it out there, but it's always nice to like reflect and listen to their body of work and really grade them. But just the way I think people consume music and how I think artists feel they have to put so much material out, it kind of like derails, the way we could really get into, we could really get into it.
I feel you with
that.
But
that was also an incredible album. It's definitely a 4.5.
And well, my 5th now, last but not least though, is Locksmith and Apollo Brown's collaboration on an EP called No Question. And there is no question that this ish was phenomenal and arguably one of the dopest EPs out thus far this year, even rivaling
Black Thought
and Ninth Wonder. Like they gave us a couple more. Like this is 8, but really the first track wasn't really whatever. But
it's so dope.
This is so dope, man. Like, if you don't know about Locksmith, now you know when you hear this. But No Question, and if you don't know about Apollo Brown, who has collaborated with Skyzoo, with Torre, with so many freaking dope
shout out
artists,
to the Mellow Music Group.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you understand?
I don't know if Detroit's own. Like, that dude is just freaking.
I don't know if you remember. I had sent you an instrumental album from Mr. Apollo Brown.
Yes, with the cloud. Yes. Oh, no, listen. If you think I'm bullshit,
I believe it's called Clouds.
Yes, Clouds. I have it.
Unbelievable instrumental. It's an unbelievable instrumental album.
If you can't, I don't know if you can see them. I said I'm gonna zoom in on that motherfucker, but I got it. When you did send me that, and what was that track again?
That
was the main track
one.
you sent me. No. But no, there was one that was specific. I don't have the hold on, let me put the speaker on.
Yo, I can't. We can't keep giving you that.
That's all they get.
But you're gonna be getting a lot of inquiries because that dude's sound palette is fucking unbelievable, bro. Like, I don't know. I kind of mentioned this, that there's always an art of the producer finding his pocket with the artist, and the two major projects I've seen him work with a particular artist. One was with Sky Zoo, and the other one was with Locksmith.
Yep.
I really feel like he just found a way with them automatically because the way that material just flowed.
I forgot who he did with Anchovies.
That was dope too.
I forgot who the MC was.
That was another tough, like, dope. Listen, man, like, he just, I don't know. He has a way of bringing the best out of the artist, and the artist has the way of bringing the best out of him. Seriously. And that's something that I appreciate from a producer. Shout out to Detroit, man. The hip hop scene out there is amazing, bro. Shout out to Slum Village, Elzai. But shout out to Royce.
That is 10 different albums that we've rated a 4 and better, without even reviewing, not counting who we have reviewed, which are the commercial hip hop joints.
Absolutely.
Like, you gotta fuck with Cats and Flocko because, listen, we honestly do know what the fuck we're talking.
Absolutely. We are not really just talking bullshit. Like, and we're not just giving you just insight on a breakdown of an album. We're giving you a breakdown of everything that's being put out. You know, we stress that people go out and seek their music and just don't wait to get it fed to you. You know what I mean? Like, you're never gonna find these artists in the rough that are like actually putting out quality music. You know what I mean? Like a gentleman like Nick Grant or a gentleman like Locksmith. These guys are like young dudes that are really putting in that work and they're starting their body of work and they're putting out quality. It's not so much the quantity, it's the quality. I think we have to get back to that as listeners, as creators, you know, because I think we're in a good state. I think for a while there was a little time where everybody was pretty much copycatting off each other. But I think now everybody's starting to find their rhythm and trying to make their
own identity.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I never fucking lost faith in hip hop. I never thought it was dead.
I laugh at those that did.
I laugh at those that did. Trust me, you for those who follow the music have seen the posts from their buddies or, yeah, you know, it didn't used to be the way. It's not like it used to be. Of course it's not gonna be what it used to be, but that doesn't mean that there aren't people making quality music.
It's like such a slap in the face to those dudes that are really grinding.
Yeah, man.
And you're minimalizing and neglecting those. I mean, and shout out to a few of my cousins like Rocket Blue and Keen Beats and all them that like out there still struggling, like hustling and
trying to get their music heard. Man, ain't nothing wrong, man.
Like this shit it's never died.
Shout out to my boy Yao G's.
Anyway, exactly.
Like, y'all are some talented guys, man. Shout out to my man Young Flo.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Kush Lee. You guys are talented guys, and you keep making the music you make because you guys are gonna break ground. Sooner or later, the right person's gonna hear you, and you're gonna get your opportunity. Keep putting your music out on these avenues because outlets like us, we're gonna support you, man. We're gonna do that. Shout out to Frank Castle. Shout out to Chris Skills. Shout out to Marlon Craft.
Yep.
Shout out to the ASAPs. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of music out there that's just so good, that is good to the listener.
Yeah.
It's just, we need to, as the listeners.
And we're here to soak that shit up.
Absolutely. If y'all agree with the list, cool. If you have some other albums that you want to recommend, make sure you put in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And on that one, make sure you stay blessed and don't make stupid people famous. Peace, man.
To the next episode.
To the next one.